Yo, what's going on, people? How are you doing? Welcome back to the preview Sheffield United at Wembley tomorrow. It's going to be a big game. Welcome in to CB, welcome into Chroma Base, Leon Jacobs, Slicko, Simon Clark, Matthew French, Lee Johnson, City 9320, Douglas Wright, McBouncy, Glendon, Edge, KM, Toes, VT, Julia. Yes, guys, welcome in, man. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Well, this is a big game, isn't it? This is a big game. You know, City's record in the semi-final of the FA Cup isn't the best, you know what I mean? Where we do struggle sometimes when we get to the Champions League semi-finals. We've just played, obviously, the quarter-finals, and it takes a lot out of the team. Of course, with United playing Europa League football, that means we couldn't play on Sunday. So we've only had 2 days rest. In an ideal world, we would have played, obviously, on Sunday to give us that extra day's rest, but it's not the case. And Pep Guardiola speaking today, of course, when we did the press conference reaction, he is talking a lot about making changes, rotating the squad. And that's probably something that he's going to have to do tomorrow because the players obviously put a big effort into the game against Bayern Munich. So don't expect Don't expect the same sort of team that he put out against Bayern Munich. I think you all obviously know that it's going to be heavily rotated, and we're going to go through a starting 11 in a few moments' time. But I just wanted to speak about the game just more in general before we did the predicted 11, guys, because I'm kind of like, I don't know how to feel. On one hand, I'm like, it's Sheffield United. They're in the Championship. We should beat them, even with our second team, despite them being a very good Championship side and obviously getting promoted and that. But then on the other hand, I'm like, we always seem to do really poorly at this stage of the competition in the FA Cup because Pep will rotate. And obviously for the Xtra Club members that have watched the opposition fan view, if you've not watched that, you can go watch it later on. It's a pretty good conversation. Me and a guy called Hal, from Sheffield United Way on YouTube. We had a conversation this morning. It's up for our Xtra Club members. And even though we got the better team than them, even with our second string team, the fact that our second string team haven't really played that much football together and Sheffield United's have, that's where you can get the banana skin there. So we do have to be really careful tomorrow. I'm not taking this for granted. I've seen a few people in the press conference reaction before saying, oh, this will be an easy game, this. It could turn out to be an easy game, but I don't think it will. I think this could be a tricky match, man. I think this could be a tricky game just because he's going to make loads of changes. He really, really is. And Sheffield United will be right up for this. They'll be right up for it. So I just think we have to be a little bit careful, approach the game in the correct way, and just hope that the boys get it done. Because at the end of the day, we are going to be playing players that maybe haven't played a lot of football. We'll come on to the likes of Phillips, Foden, who's not played in a long time, Laporte, who's not played that many minutes over the last couple of months. Sergio Gomez, will he play? Ortega will play. Walker, who's not played that much football over the last two months or so. So we are going to be playing players that are out of match fitness, that are out of form. You know what I mean? So we just need to hope that the players that go out on there just get the job done. I'll take a 1-0 right now, to be honest with you. And I just don't think it's going to be an easy game. Don't get me wrong. If it ends 4-0, I'm not going to be shocked to City, obviously. I'm not going to be shocked if it ends that scoreline, but I just don't see that happening. I really, really don't. I really, really don't. So what I want to do, I want to get into a predicted 11, just because I think the predicted 11 is probably where we're at in terms of the most sort of talking points here. So I've got the build up 11. Obviously, it's not as clean as Jordan, but we'll move. 1 second. Show positions. Here we go. Right, cool. So obviously Ortega's going to start, guys. I would imagine that you all agree with that, innit? Ortega will probably play. But if we get to the final, we play Brighton or we play United, there will be a question about whether or not you should bring Edison back. But for me, I think that Ortega's done an okay job right now. He's only really made one mistake that I can think of, and that was against Southampton. And to be fair, the whole team was crap that day. And so I think Ortega should get a start. From everywhere else now on the football pitch, I think that you've got a really, really sort of difficult conversation. So if we go to the right back, I think Walker's going to play this game, guys. I think Kyle Walker will play this game. Obviously, he's a big Sheffield United fan. He wants to go back to Sheffield United once he's finished at City. John Stones has played a lot of football. Akanji's played a lot of football. I just think that Kyle Walker's going to play. So I'm going to go Kyle Walker here. Kyle Walker in the right back situation. I think Laporte starts. I do think Laporte starts. So I'm going to put Laporte there for now in the left-sided centre-back position. Then the question is, who do you play in this position? Do you play Stones? Do you play Akanji? Or do you play Diaz? I think Diaz needs a rest, personally. See, Nick says Laporte and Diaz, but Diaz needs a rest, man, in my opinion. He played the Leicester game as well. He was one of the few players that actually didn't get rested in that game. Stones did get rested in that game. I think we go Stones. I think we go Stones in this one. I really, really do. It's a risky move, of course, but I don't know, guys. What do you think on this one? Let me do a poll in the chat. Actually. I'm going to do a poll in the chat because I think this is going to be pretty split, to be honest with you. So who plays right side centre back? So we've got Stones. Who else we got? We've got Diaz and we've got Akanji, right? That's it. Stones, Diaz, Akanji. In my opinion, I think I go Stones, but I understand that people won't want to do that because you want to give him a rest. But Akanji's played a lot of football. Diaz has played a lot of football. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's difficult. It's difficult, this one. Cast your vote in the poll, guys. We've got only got 60 votes right now, 300 people in the stream. So have your vote in the poll. Whilst we do that, whilst you're voting on that, does anyone think Sergio Gomez will play tomorrow? I'm not asking if you want him to play, because most people will say they don't want him to play. Does anyone think Sergio Gomez will play tomorrow? Left back. We don't have a Kanji. Rico Lewis. Possibly. I think Sergio Gomez will get the nod above Rico Lewis then. I think Sergio Gomez will be picked above Rico Lewis. See, RB says he thinks he'll pick Rico over Gomez. I think we might need another poll on this one. Right, the first poll, majority of people want Akanji, so we'll go Akanji there. And second poll, Sergio Gomez. Is there anyone else that could play there? I mean, you could play Bernardo Silva left back. Who plays left back? We go Gomez, Rico Lewis, Bernardo, because he's done that before. Is there anyone else that could play there? I don't think so. I think that's it. Gomez, Rico Lewis, Bernardo. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Someone in the chat said, why not play Walker right-sided centre-back and Rico Lewis right-back? So you want to see this. You want to see that. Is that something that we could do, guys? I don't know, man. I feel that's too much change for me. I think that's too much. I think that, I don't know. No, not for me. Not for me. I don't know about that, man. I don't know. We're going into the realms here of just full sending a completely different team, and I don't know about that. Right now, Rico Lewis is on 50%. Gomez is on 40%. Bernardo Silva is on 8%. Who plays left back tomorrow? I think it's going to be Gomez. I think Sergio Gomez plays tomorrow. But could it be Rico Lewis? I don't know. We'll go Rico Lewis. I'm happy to go Rico Lewis. Okay. That's the defence. And to be honest with you, I don't really think that's the worst defence in the world. So if we move them up there a little bit like that, you're probably going to end up something, I would imagine, something like this. Yeah? Is that what we'll end up like? Yeah? I think that's something that we might end up like. But for the sake of this, we'll just put it as a flat back four because it's just easier. Right, okay, CDM. Here's the question. Big question. Does Calvin Phillips start this game? Does Calvin Phillips start this game, guys? I think he's got to start the game, man. I think whatever you think about Calvin Phillips, right? You got to try him out, right? If he can't play this game, then he needs to be sold. I'm sorry. If he can't play Sheffield United, he needs to be sold. If he can't play this game, he's got to play the game. Plus, Rodri needs a rest, man. So I'm gonna overrule anyone that's saying they want Rodri, and I'm gonna put Calvin Phillips in, man, because I think he's just got to play, and I think he needs to have a good game. To be honest, I think if he doesn't have a good game, I think people will start to question him. Seriously, start to question him. So I'm hopeful he'll have a good game because, of course, I want all City players to succeed, but he needs to have a good game tomorrow. He does. He just needs to have a good game. He must have a good game. Guys, make sure you drop a like on the stream, by the way, if you've not done so already. We're currently on 128 likes, nearly 400 people in the stream. So let's get that thumbs up button smashed. If you've not already done so, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you're new on our quest to 75,000 subscribers. Okay, midfield. I've got something that I want to say on the midfield. I want to see Foden in the midfield, man. I really do. Got to play Peroni. I just don't see Peroni playing tomorrow. I do not see Peroni starting tomorrow. Guys. He's had 8 minutes. Surely not. Surely he's not going to play. I don't see that. I want to see Foden, man. I want to see Foden. Gundogan. I mean, but the thing is, Gundogan, Bernardo, and Kev, man, they need rest right now. I know, Chris. I understand. I know it's not going to happen, but I want to see it. I want to see it. I'm going to put Foden in. I'm going to put Foden here. I'm going to put Foden there. The question is, who's you playing the number 9 role? Oh, just this number 9 shirt here, not necessarily the number 9 role. Do you play Kevin De Bruyne? Do you play Ilkay Gundogan? Do you play Bernardo Silva? Do you play Perone? I think it's time for another poll, guys. I think it's time for another poll. Who plays in CM? Bernardo, Gundogan, KDB, or Perone? It's not going to be Perone, man. No chances are going to be Perone. I find this really tricky, this one. I think this is possibly one of the hardest decisions. The thing is, though, you could just play Gundogan for 60 minutes and then put Bernardo Silva on for the last 45 minutes. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad. But then if you're going to do that, why don't you might as well just play Kevin De Bruyne, innit? You might as well just play Kevin De Bruyne. Give Kevin De Bruyne 60 minutes and then say, get the job done, Kev, and then get yourself off. Surely that's what you're going to do, innit? Is that not what you're going to do? Make sure you have your vote in the poll, guys. It's very, very close. It is very, very close. Make sure you have your vote in the poll. It's in the chat now. I've got 400 people watching, just over 100 votes. So keep your votes coming. I think I go Kevin De Bruyne. I think I go Kevin De Bruyne and say to Kevin De Bruyne, you got 60 minutes. After that, you're off. Don't moan. I think I go Kevin De Bruyne. Gomez in midfield. No, that's not. No, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Gomez in midfield. Kevin needs a rest. Yeah, I know he does, but so does Grealish. So does Gundogan. So does Bernardo. Everyone needs rest, man. Right now, the poll is at 35% Gundogan as the main guy. Gundogan got 0 minutes versus Leicester. Gundogan to support Phillips. But then are you not putting a lot of pressure on Phil Foden if you play Gundogan? So you play Gundogan here, right? Are you not putting a lot of pressure on Foden to be like the guy to create? Is that not a lot of pressure on Gundogan? I'm going to overrule you. I'm overruling your chat. I'm going to go KDB. And I'm going to give him an hour. I'm going to say that to KDB before the game. I'm going to say, listen, you're getting an hour. I'm going to sub you off after 60 minutes. Don't kick off. That's it. I need you to be ready. I think that's what you do. And then I think Phil Foden, you probably can't give him 90 minutes. So you could probably take him off after 60 minutes. You could probably take Kevin De Bruyne off after 60 minutes, put Gundogan and Bernardo on for the last half an hour. Been in the democratic process. I know, bro. I know. Sometimes, innit? Sometimes you've got to overrule the people. And I've overruled the people. I just think that Foden, Gundogan, and Phillips, man, that's not it, man. I just don't think that's it. So I think you got to get KDB on 60 minutes, get him off. He's got 2 days? He got 3 days to rest. Then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday he can rest. So I think that's right. The next one, who starts as striker? Does anyone want to see Haaland? Or is everyone like, nah, this is Alvarez's time to shine? I don't know, man. I don't know. I have a feeling that like Haaland could play tomorrow, but at the same time, Alvarez kind of needs to play. You know, Haaland's on this mad like run with his goals. What's he on now? Let's have a look. Haaland stats. He's on 48 goals for the season. He's 12 away from 60 goals. But I do think that giving Haaland a rest could be the thing that you need to do. As well, it's probably going to be really, really good for Alvarez to start at Wembley. You know what I mean? Get that start at Wembley, at the FA Cup, semi-final. I think that's what it's going to be. I think that's what it's going to be. So I'm going to play Alvarez. And Haaland rested. Although it wouldn't surprise me if Haaland did come on at any time, at some time. Right wing, I think it's going to be Mahrez because he's not really played that many minutes recently. And left wing, I don't know if he's going to do this. I don't think he will. You know what I'd honestly do? I know he's played a lot of football. I'd play Grealish. And I mentioned that this morning. I mentioned this morning. I know Grealish has played a lot of minutes recently, right? I know he's played a lot of minutes recently. But this could be a game where he cooks. He's against a lower league opposition. There's every opportunity for Grealish to get himself a goal, maybe even 2 goals, get an assist, something like that. And I think that's something that he needs. I think if he can get a goal at Wembley in the FA Cup semi-final, I think that'd be really, really big for him. I really, really do. So I'd only be giving him an hour. Jit says he needs rest. I agree. So I'd only give him an hour. A bit like Kevin De Bruyne, I'd say you've got an hour. Go on there and make an impact because after an hour you're coming off, regardless of the scoreline. But I think you keep him on. I think you keep playing him. Sometimes, right, when a player's in good form, don't fuck around, man. Don't fuck around. You see it too many times. You know, players are in good form and a manager takes them out, give them a rest, and then it's just like you killed the momentum. He's in great form right now. He's got great momentum. I'd start him. I'd start him and say, go and get me a goal. Go and get me an assist in 60 minutes, and then you're off, ready for Arsenal. Seriously. Yeah, most of you guys on the poll, by the way, want Alvarez. 77% want Alvarez. 23% want Haaland. So there we go. And the thing is, guys, you know what I mean? Like, he's only 27. He can play regular football. So give him an hour. He's got 3 days off then until the Arsenal game, and we're ready to go again. We're ready to go again. Arsenal are playing a Premier League game tonight. Are they going to be resting players? I don't think people in their chat on AFTV tonight will be like, oh, we need to rest players because we've got City on Wednesday. No, they're like, we need to win the game. We need to win this game. You can't be changing it up. I see people in the chat saying put Cole Palmer in. Guys, you're asking for trouble, man. I tell you, you're asking for trouble there. You really, really are. You know what I mean? Because Mahrez is going to play. Mahrez will play. You can't be playing Cole Palmer in that team with Mahrez already playing. And Gomez. We've got to take it a little bit serious. Otherwise, we will get beat. We will get beat. I've seen it too many times in this competition. You don't take it seriously, you will get beat. So, is what it is. They have a week off, LB. Bro, they're playing tonight. We play tomorrow. It's 1 day difference, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, not for me. Not for me at all. We get the play Grealish, tell him to go and get me a goal, and after 60 minutes, take him off. That's what I'll be doing. So yeah, that's the team that it's like a hybrid between predicted 11 and what I do. Would I do that? I probably would play Stones over Akanji. I don't know if I'd play Rico Lewis at left back. I've not decided. Between him and Gomez, I'm not sure. Everything else is pretty much right though for me. I think Ortega will play. Walker's going to play right back. Laporte will definitely start. I don't know who's going to play next to Laporte. I don't know who's going to play at left back. Phillips has to start the game. If Phillips doesn't start tomorrow, it's curtains, man. It's curtains. He has to play. Calvin Phillips has to play tomorrow. And if he doesn't, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but if Pep Guardiola doesn't believe that he's got the ability to play tomorrow against Sheffield United, I don't know what to say. Yeah, and then the only other one is Foden. Okay, so if this happens, say you guys in the chat who don't want Grealish, you right? Say he goes like that, Foden left wing, right? Because Mahrez is going to play. Who would you start here? Bernardo or Gundo? Or could you get away with a Perone if you're playing Kevin De Bruyne? Perone's not starting, is he? Perone's not starting. Bernardo maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting one. I'm looking forward to it, though. I'm looking forward to it. Score prediction. By the way, people asking where Jordan and Hugh are. Jordan's out, and Hugh didn't get back from Germany till 6 a.m. this morning, so he's just been a write-off all day, unfortunately. Hence the solo. But yeah, score prediction from me tomorrow. I don't know if they're going to score because I've not seen them play. I've not seen them play football. So I can't. I can't be confident of them not scoring. I can't be confident of them scoring. But ultimately, I do think that defence should have enough. Maybe if Rico Lewis plays on the left-hand side, maybe that could be interesting and something that Sheffield United might target. But I do think we should have enough. So I'm going to go 3-1. I'm going to go 3-1 City. You know, it's a big pitch. If they target Rico Lewis, if they get balls into the penalty area, then maybe something could happen. So I'm going to give them a goal. But yeah, I'm gonna go 3-1. So that's where we are. Look at their record in the Championship. Yeah, I'll get the record up, bro. Now. 1 second, please. Championship table. Here we go. Boom. Okay, so let's have a look at the table. So they're currently second, as we all know. A few games left. They're on 82 points. Scored 65, conceded 36. So they're not as high. They're not mega scorers. I mean, they are good scorers, but like Burnley have outscored them. Middlesbrough have outscored them. Sunderland are up there. Swansea are up there. So they're a good team and they can score goals, but they don't blow teams away by the looks of it. Defense looks pretty solid, to be fair. If you look at the defense, second best defense in the league, that looks very, very good. Form is obviously really good recently. Yeah, 1-0, 4-1, 2-0 off Burnley. They did have 10 men, to be fair. So, you know, it's one of them. It's one of them. We just have to take the game seriously, man. You have to respect the opposition in this competition. I feel like whenever you get to a point where you're playing semi-finals, quarter-finals, semi-finals, finals, you got to respect the opposition, guys. If you don't, you will get punished. We've done it before, you know what I mean, when we've played teams, not really respected them. Look at Wigan. Look at Lyon. Probably other games as well that I can't fucking think of. Wigan again. You don't respect teams. You get punished. So I'm going into this game thinking this is going to be a tough game. Sheffield United are clearly a good side. Look at where they are in the division, and we gotta hope that we can come through it. We're gonna hope that we can come through it. Live watch along, of course, tomorrow. An hour before the game, give you all the pre-match build up. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Let's have a look. Start strong, then rest players. That is the Pep way. Well, it usually is. Douglas. But will he do that? Will he do that tomorrow? I don't know. Watch along. I think because no one's available, Jordan or Hugh, I don't think I'm going to do a watch along. But I am going to go live on Twitch, and I'm going to have the Arsenal game on my other PC. So I will kind of be doing a watch along, but I'll be playing FIFA, but watching Arsenal at the same time. So FIFA/Arsenal watch along. Palmer needs to start, says Sangamesh. It's just not going to happen. I just don't see it happen, man. It's not going to happen. Bro. 21 says Phillips is dire, can't be trusted at all. Super Blue says honestly want a very strong team. I mean, I do as well, bro, but to be fair, you can't ignore the fact that we have played 2 days ago. 2 days ago, you know, and we've got a big game on Wednesday. So you do have to do some rotation. That's what you guys saying. Slicko says Pep might start Haaland, in my opinion. I don't think it's out of the realms of possibility that Haaland starts tomorrow. I think there is a chance that Haaland will start tomorrow, but I think Alvarez definitely starts, but I just don't know whether he's going to start Alvarez and Haaland or whether it'll just be Alvarez. Is it extra time or pens? It should be extra time, Guffal, unless the rules have changed, but it's always been extra time in the past. So I would imagine it's extra time and then it goes into penalties. By the way, guys, make sure you drop a like on the stream, man. We're 15 likes away from 200. Get the like button smashed. Get us past 200 likes for us. Douglas says it's a fascinating balance. It is a fascinating balance. Gomez needs minutes as much as KP. He does, but the difference is, Elmo, is that Phillips is fighting for a future at Manchester City. I think 99% of people in this chat all accept that Gomez will probably be loaned or sold in the summer. Whereas Phillips, there's still a little bit of hope that he might be okay. What else are you guys saying? Buddy says, lads, this is what the business end of the season is all about. Some players will be expected to play nearly all the time. I agree. I don't necessarily disagree with that, bro. I don't disagree with that. Jeez, says Sheffield United are a good team. We can't underestimate them. I agreed. My Twitch. I'll put my Twitch in now. 1 second. There you go, guys. Twitch is in the chat. Don't want them extra. I mean, yeah, that's another good point, Gafal. You don't want to be playing them extra 30 minutes in extra time. Imagine that. Jesus, you want to get that game won. You want to get that game won, man. Cave is a Barca fan. He says, I hope you thrash Real Madrid. Yes, bro. Big up, Bay. I appreciate the comment, lad. Scott Carson, left back. Imagine the scenes, man. Might as well just fucking end the stream, Dave, if he does that. You know what I mean? Because we won't be getting the result. We won't be getting the result there. So there we go. Yeah, I've gone for a 3-1. Looking forward to the game. I'm scared about the game because I've seen us get stung at this stage in the competition before. I've seen Pep Guardiola change it up to a team that basically doesn't know how to play with each other. The team that plays tomorrow, if he does change it up, which I fully expect him to do, might not fully understand how to play with each other, and there might be a little bit of confusion. The end of the day, tomorrow is only about one thing, and it's about proceeding into the final. That's it. It's not about the performance tomorrow. It's not about the performance. It's about getting the win and getting ourselves into the final. Simple as. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I am going to go live on Twitch, guys. So if you want to come and join me on that one, we listen to tunes, play FIFA. I'm going to have the Arsenal game on as well, so I will be watching the Arsenal game. So yeah, come and join me. I'll put the link in the chat again for the people that have not already come in. When am I live? Probably in about 10 minutes, bro. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go. Yeah, probably about 10 minutes. Yeah, the links in the chat. If you guys want to come and chill, we got the tunes on there. It's a pretty good vibe. Hopefully, you can come join. Might even do a flight simulator at the end of the stream, man. Fly down to Wembley. Who knows? But yeah, other than that, back tomorrow. Content-wise, what we've got up on the channel, man. There's quite a lot that's gone up over the last 24 hours. So you guys have got plenty of stuff to watch if you don't want to come and watch me on Twitch. We've got Hugh's match day vlog. If you've not watched that, go check that out. It's a good watch. And like I say, Hugh falls over halfway through the video, so it's pretty funny. If you're an Xtra Club member, we've got an opposition fan preview that went out this morning. That'll be up to everyone else tomorrow morning. But you can go watch that if you want. That's a really good chat, by the way. A guy called Hal. It's a really good conversation. Manchester City are apparently in talks right now, today, with Kovacic's agents in London. So we've done a video about that before. And then, of course, this morning, we did a Rice and Bellingham stream and the press conference reaction. So there's plenty of stuff to keep you going. If you don't fancy Twitch, then that's no problem. And, yeah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow for the watch-along, man. It's going to be a big one. See you later.